You're watching Experience Comic Culture and Sales, streaming live daily to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter.
Hi guys, welcome back to Space Cadettes, featuring me, Bean, and Jena, who's starring Halloween as a ghost. Woo! Woo!
I think I broke my screen brightness today. Because it's just going to be like, ooh, guess what? You are the extra white. And I'm like, I am already all of the white, but okay.
I can just turn my screen brightness all the way up to where my glasses are just like blasted out, and then we'll match.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There'll be a theme.
Yes, it does not want to turn down today.
That's okay. Like, so if my screen brightness is up, my glasses just fully reflect everything.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But it's fine. It's all good. I'm a ghosty.
Yes, I know. I feel like I haven't even gotten a chance to have you watched any spooky movies?
Kind of
yet.
Kind of. I finally got to watch Hocus Pocus 2.
Oh.
They retconned a lot of stuff without meaning to.
What does retcon mean again?
So it means like what you thought was like part of the storyline, because it was part of the storyline in the first one. Like, nah, man, that never happened. Like, don't gaslight me on the first movie. I know it well.
And that's the one that it just came out, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's set 29 years after the first one. And so, like, there were certain parts where it's like, that's adorable, but according to things we learned in the first movie, I would have never done that. So, yeah.
But did you still enjoy it? Like, other than the inconsistencies?
Yeah, as a movie overall. And I think that's just because, like, I love Bette Midler. Like, Gypsy and a bunch of other, like, Broadway stuff that she's done. I know that her as a person is sometimes not agreeable, and I don't agree with some of the things that she, like, says and believes. Mm-hmm. But, like, her as an actress and just the voice that she has, even in her age at this point, is just, like, that's talent. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to, like, because I don't know, as she's gotten older, she's kind of started keeping more of opinions that she thought in the past to herself. Or she is changing as a person. I don't know.
Or she just has access to Twitter now.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's so many people that I think, like, they've always, especially like older actors, they always had those opinions, but then their grandkids taught them how to use Twitter, and now we all know.
Yeah. That, or they always had those opinions, and then their grandkids taught them, hey, that's not okay, and this is why. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, oh, okay, so that's not okay, and now I know why. Maybe that's what's going on. Who knows? People can change.
Yeah. And did they get all, because she played the older witch in the original, is that right?
Yeah, so it's the three sisters, and Winnie is the oldest sister, and that's actually how they opened the movie, where it was her 16th birthday, and her two sisters had gotten her some cool stuff, but the Reverend was like, well, since your parents died, I need to marry you off to this dude, and she's like, no, I don't want to do that. He's gross. I want to marry this dude. But the other dude is just like, I don't want to marry you either. Like, what is going on here? And then they kind of run away because the Reverend gets mad. And that part was actually really funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the gifts they gave her was this really big, beautiful spider. Like the coloring on it was beautiful. And when they take the sisters away and banish Winifred, the spider gets loose and it landed up on the Reverend. And the Reverend's like, oh my God, it's a spider. The spider's trying to kill me. And then the whole town started flipping out. And like, oh my God, a spider. And I'm like, man, that's not my household and my friends. Like, burn it all down. And then everybody's trying to go after the spider. The spider's still on him. They're all freaking. It was great. I was like, man, that's the most relatable part of this movie. Was the spider.
When that spider attacked that Reverend, it's so relatable. Like, that's what happens to all the Reverends I know.
Where, like, literally the whole town was, like, picking up their dresses and, like, jumping around. Like, oh, my God, where's the spider? That I was like, burn the whole town down and walk away. No more spider problem. Like, there you go. And I'm pretty sure Jay would have felt the same way. He was like, yep, nope, burn it down. Burn it down. No more Salem.
That's awesome.
So the movie as a whole, it was nice because it was a prequel and then it went straight into a sequel. And they did bring in some call outs from the first movie. And you did get to see they remembered parts of what happened the last time they were awake. So, yeah.
Nice. Have you rewatched the original Hocus Pocus? Like, do you rewatch it? Because, like, I was gonna ask, like, if that was part of your, like, yearly, like, what's your yearly lineup?
My yearly lineup for like Halloween season, like spooky season, is got to be Nightmare Before Christmas, Sweeney Todd, Hocus Pocus, and gosh, there's like 3 or 4, all Lord of the Rings movies. The extended cuts. I sit down and watch all of them. And usually a couple of the Harry Potter movies. That's my October lineup.
That's awesome. I feel like do you watch Lord of the Rings? Because I've always thought of like fall is like Hobbit season. Like you're wearing sweaters, you're like eating soup. Like it's I don't know, it has like big Hobbit vibes.
It does. I feel like harvest season and planting season, which would be spring and fall, are the Hobbit season. Because, during winter, they probably just like hang out in their little Hobbit hole house, just eating everything they've got put up in their pantry. Or during the summer, they're probably just lazing about, eating all the stuff they put in their pantry. So
honestly, it's been a long time since I rewatched those. I need to watch them again.
I do it 3 to 4 times a year. I go back and I rewatch The Lord of the Rings, the extended cuts. And I'm that person that literally makes a spot on my couch with all my snacks and drinks. And that's it. That's where I am until all 3 movies are done. We get to the end of The Return of the King. And then I'm all of a sudden out of snacks. And I'm out of drinks. It means that I have finished my trilogy and it is time for sleep. And then I hibernate for like a day. Oh, so one of these times I'll just have to live stream me doing it. Just be like, all right, guys, settle in for the next 40 hours. We've got Lord of the Rings.
That would be cool, but like now that Amazon has like the rights to it, that like no one can ever stream that again. And be like, oh yeah, let's all watch Lord of the Rings together. Watch party.
Do like a live watch party where it's just all of us on like a giant Zoom meeting, just being like, oh, you guys can't see it, but I love this scene. And then you'll just see me in the background, like mouthing and acting out every single moment. Just like,
oh my goodness. I got the experience. I think I brought this up. I might have already brought this up before, but like I got the experience of we weren't watching it together, but we were talking about Lord of the Rings. And I was like, I think, we were watching a YouTube video. Me and my boyfriend were watching a YouTube video, and it had the scene where Aragorn kicks the helmet.
Yes.
And I got to have the moment of like, do you want to know something about that scene? He broke a camera.
He broke his toe.
Yes. I was just like so happy that I got to have that moment because most people around me have already seen it. Like they already know.
Yes, like we know the fun facts, but we like to tell people the fun facts. And I have a feeling if I ever did a watch party like that, I would be like the whole time, hey, fun fact this. Hey, in the book this. Hey, in the comic this. Hey, in the cartoon this. Hey, fun fact. Like, hey, this. And people would probably just be like, shut up.
Oh, I saw like I learned a random like fun fact like about film this week, which I was watching something and I think it was like Jessica Chastain was doing like a house tour and she was like, oh, I have all my scripts saved. And she was like, here's my script from Interstellar. And she's like, Christopher Nolan only prints his scripts on red paper. It was literally a script all printed. And she said it was so that people can't copy it. Because, of course, if you put a piece of red paper on a copier, like, I guess it could copy it, but...
It would just copy, like, a big, dark, like, thing. Oh, that is smart. At the same time, I can't read against red, so... Yeah. I guess it's a safe script for me. It's like,
learned. If you ever get asked to audition for a Christopher Nolan movie.
I'm out. I'm already out.
Yeah, but I thought that was really cool. Obviously, it looked really cool too.
Yeah,
like it's like was all red and like it was neat.
That does sound really cool. Like just like black typing. Yeah. I can imagine him on a typewriter writing out the script on this red paper. Like I have to use my old handy dandy typewriter. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't know why that reminded me. Have you seen the new trailer for Blue's Clues?
No, I didn't know there was
one.
The
movie looks actually epic, and it has Steve. The first Steve is oh my gosh. So
is he back as Steve?
Yes.
Oh,
and they come to our world. Blue and Joe come to our world.
Is it like cartoon or is it?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to play this for everybody. It's going to be on Paramount Plus. All right, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull this up real quick. Let me fix that. Oh. All right. So is it muted? Did I mute it? Yes, I did mute it. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. It looks so cute.
It is. And like the voice is like all like, oh, my gosh.
See, I was like, okay, but now that I'm seeing it, they did such a good job.
I know.
Bringing him into like 3D.
I know.
That was going to be my question is it going to be 2D or is it going to be 3D?
Yes. Blue is the cutest little baby girl ever. Oh, I love her.
I always forget that it's a girl.
Yeah. But so it's funny, what they're talking about right now is he actually forgot his handy dandy notebook. And so they can't do anything without the handy dandy notebook. So what are they going to do? Their friends found it. And they're like, oh, no, we have to help him. We have to go to New York City. But look where they go. Look who they find instead. Steve! Steve! Why did you abandon us? And look, it's like all the original dudes. But I'm guessing that's why last year and earlier this year we were seeing the three of them doing stuff together was kind of trying to like do this. And it's like, I love this.
Yeah. That's so sweet.
Oh, goodness.
I love the little rainbow dog. Is that a character from Blue's Clues?
That is Blue.
That's Blue?
That's Blue. And that is her outfit for them trying out on Broadway.
Oh. Yeah, that is so sweet. Oh my goodness.
I know. Oh my gosh. Like my soul.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think I was gonna get hit in like the nostalgia, but I did.
For sure.
I forgot about the little like condiments when they would go in the kitchen and all the little
Oh my gosh.
goodness.
I am so excited about this movie. I don't know why. I remember watching it with like my siblings because I was a little old for it when it first came out, but like yeah, I remember watching it.
Yeah. I remember that was my jam. There was that one, and then there was like was it Bear in the Big Blue House? Is that
God, yes, I loved Bear.
He would like sing to the moon at the end of it.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. That was a good one. I'm gonna have to send you the first thing I thought of when you said like, oh, they're doing a Blues Clues movie was this kind of cursed image that somebody made a few years ago. I'll send it to Jay so he can like put it up. But it's like it was the first thing I thought. I think also because we just gotten done talking about spooky stuff, but it's like
that sounds spooky.
Blue is like a huge like monster. It's like, where's the clues, Steve?
Where's the clue? Oh my gosh. Steve, though, the actor who plays Steve, has started his own TikTok and YouTube channel of just happy and motivational videos. And it's great because he was granted permission to use the 3-minute and the 10-minute long ones on TikTok. And
there's 10-minute TikToks?
There can be. And he's pretty much the only one that uses it. And do you know what he does? He gets on. He's like, hi, I heard you're having a rough time, but that's okay. I'm here for you. Let's talk about it. Tell me everything. And he sits there and he's just like, oh man, yeah. Okay. And it's just like, why is this so motivational to me? Why am I crying? Why am I talking to a screen that I know he can't hear me, but I can feel like his love for me?
All I can imagine is being like, okay, but like my problem is that I keep running through MATLAB and like it just won't compile properly. I don't know what I'm doing wrong on my math homework, Steve.
And then for somehow in that video, he'll be like, well, I believe in you and I know you can do it. And it lines up perfectly. Whatever you say to these videos will line up perfectly with his responses.
That's scary.
I don't know what kind of magic he has on these videos, but it has a chokehold on me. Because, like, I was like, oh, man, I'm so nervous. I'm taking over these live shows. And he's like, you can do it. And I'm like, thanks, man. How did you know? Thank you. I needed that. He's like, I believe in you. And, you know, the world's going to love you. And I'm like, I love you, man. Thank you.
And I haven't seen any of those, but also what I've learned from sending TikToks to people and getting them in return is part of your algorithm is how long of a video you're willing to sit through.
Yeah.
Because I make it through like a full minute most of the time. My videos are real short that it shows me. They're between like 10 seconds and like 45 because it's my attention span.
Mine is between like, I go through them really fast, but every once in a while, if I see one, I will I will stick around for the whole 3 minutes and just be like, okay, where are we going? Like the conspiracy ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, where are you going with this? Okay, yeah, I see that, but like how? Oh, next part. Okay. Tell me more about how Pixar and Disney is slowly killing us. Tell me more.
Oh.
Like they're all connected and it's draining us emotionally. So that was the series I was watching. And they were like, this is how Disney and Pixar is trying to make you more human. And I'm like, I'm human though. Like I'm human. I think I'm human. And it's like, they're trying to make you express more emotions. And I'm like, I don't need all that. And it's like, this is how they teach toddlers what emotions are, by breaking their hearts with Inside Out and like that. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not human. Okay, Disney,
I think unless you start failing the CAPTCHA check, I think you're good. I think maybe if you start not being able to know which one is the train, you should just, maybe that's the key, is you just watch Inside Out and then you can do the CAPTCHAs. Here's the stoplight.
Is that a stoplight though? Is it actually a stoplight? It looks like a green light to me.
Yeah, I don't, where it's like the whole picture and then like the corner, very corner. It's like, do you click on that box or not?
I know. And I want to know, how does that differentiate a human from a robot? Does a robot just click all of them or none of them? And us humans are just like, doop, 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 mistake. Oh, well, here we go. I'm not a robot, I think.
Yeah. I rewatched Inside Out like 2 days ago.
Oh,
it's so good.
They're really making a second one.
Mm-hmm. Which I started thinking about it when I watched that one. Is it going to continue with Riley, or is it going to be a whole new character? Or we
know nothing.
Okay, cool.
We know the director and 1 or 2 of the cast members, and that's it. It was one of those things at D23 that he just threw up a screenshot of a title. And we're like, guess what? 2. We're like,
nice.
But I have questions. Do you have answers?
Mm-hmm.
Need them. So, yes. All right. So there is another trailer that I want to talk about because I had big words about this trailer. Me and Shanice watched it at work today, and I watched it 3 times since then.
So many times.
Yes, I have. 3 times in a 2-hour period. So I want to preface this by I saw the original Super Mario Bros. Movie with Bob. Oh my God, I knew his last name earlier, and now I forgot. Hopkins. Ooh, what is his last
name? A person, probably.
John. I'm
Voight.
What's his name so bad? Leguizamo? Hold, please.
That's an actor as well.
That is also Leguizamo. Cool. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. He played the Violator in Spawn, and he played in Romeo and Juliet. He was Bruno in Encanto. To Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything. Like Hoskins. His last name, it's Bob Hoskins. That's who it is. From Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So the 2 of them, they were Mario and Luigi in that was possibly a movie back in the day. Yeah. I can't call it an actual movie, but that is a thing that happened. That I
remember watching. I remember not really liking it as a kid. I had Super Mario 64. I loved it. And I think I watched the movie and was just kind of like,
what is this?
Didn't need to be live action.
So this feels like it's going to fix it. And when you guys get a chance, go back and watch it with sound. So are you ready?
It's opening night. Because you know him. Like, we're going to be there.
I have a feeling I probably will be as well.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited for this. Okay, I'm good. I think that was all the ones that I wanted to show you for today.
Yeah. Yeah, we can take a quick break so if folks want to go watch that with sound, and then we'll be back to dissect them. And I might pull it up and need to watch it with sound. You did a really good job. I think I might need to hear it with my own ear. So we'll be right back.
There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit ComicShopLocator.com to find a store near you.
Who would win, Batman or Superman? It's the age-old debate, except it's so much more complicated than that. Nerd Killer Warfare every week on The Experience is your chance to debate other nerds in the questions we've all been asking for years, except we take those debates and turn them up to 11. Go to bit.ly/EXP casting or scan the QR code to be part of the show.
Hi, I'm Sue Lee, and I'm working on Carmilla the First Vampire, coming out by Burger Books with Amy Chu, and you're watching The Experience.
Hey guys, welcome back. So Bean went and watched the trailer and she said my dub of it was pretty on point. I guess that's what happens when you watch it 3 times in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You get pretty close to it. But I will tell you, I am terrible at trying to do the voices of any of these people in this movie for the Super Mario movie because have you seen the cast list?
It's crazy. That was the first thing I heard about was like them releasing, like people were doing news articles on like this person is playing this character because it was like Chris Pratt is Mario.
Yeah.
Do you have it pulled up? Like
I do have it pulled up. All right, so we have Charlie Day as Luigi, Keegan Michael Key as Toad, Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong, Anna Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Jack Black as Bowser, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, and Kevin Michael Richardson as Comet. And it's just that's just the top.
I didn't know the Fred Armisen is Lanky Kong. Is that what it was?
Cranky Kong.
Cranky Kong.
Cranky.
Oh my god. That's
like this movie is stacked.
It's gonna be great. At least the only thing about it, like I am excited for it. They definitely did something with like the textures.
Yeah.
That I wasn't expecting, but I'm kind of glad it looks like they're kind of stepping away from it just being Mario Odyssey graphics, but the movie, which would be cool, but we've seen that in the hundreds of hours I put into playing Super Mario Odyssey. So
yeah. And it's cool that they're doing kind of like an origin story for everybody. Because I guess not everybody has played Super Mario or any Mario game, I think. Like, I don't know anybody personally who's never played a Mario game, but I know there's people out there who's probably never played a Mario game, so this will be a good, like, stepping stone to them. Because there's so many Mario games, I can't remember which one is, like, kind of gives you his backstory.
I don't know. I don't know his backstory, like, at all. But I am also a person who will just play a game and not absorb any, unless it's like a story where it's like, this is part of the story.
Yeah.
If you have to dig any deeper, a lot of times I'm just like, yay, I'm Mario. Hop, hop, hop. And then no thoughts in my head about what's going on. Except
because we all know
I got
he's a plumber. So there is actually this huge conspiracy about some of the characters for the Mario Tennis. And in the second one, they actually had to come up with certain characters that led down a spiraling giant vortex of just like conspiracies. And I had to step away because I got way too into it for a while there. But so Mario and Luigi. So this is what they did. I'll give you the breakdown for the Mario Tennis 2. They have Wario was introduced in the first one as an opposite of Mario, right?
Yeah.
So they needed Wario to have a tennis partner. So that's how we got Waluigi. Yeah. But everybody knows it's Mario and Princess Peach, right? But does everybody know it's Luigi and Princess Daisy? But in the second Mario Tennis game, it was shown that Waluigi and Daisy actually had some previous experience with each other, that everybody thinks they might have dated in the past, and he just became the bad guy, which means he just played against Luigi. Mm-hmm. So that way Daisy could have a spot with Princess Peach. Otherwise, Daisy wasn't going to be put into Super Mario Bros. Brawl. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Does Wario and Waluigi ever get girlfriends? I would want to play as them. What would their names be? Because it's like Weech.
Would it be Apple?
Because they would just flip the P upside down and it becomes
and then Daisy, it could be like Rose and Apple.
I like that. I like that. Imagine though, like I just am like imagining though that they're like just like really like buff or something, and like how like Wario and Waluigi are kind of like extreme versions of like Mario and Luigi. They're just like extreme versions of like Daisy and Peach.
Yeah,
that would be hilarious. I would play as them.
I would play that
in Mario Kart.
I would be Rose all day.
Yeah, and I want them to have the same voice sounds as Wario and Waluigi.
Oh, oh my gosh. But yeah, so Waluigi actually didn't show up in Brawl or Super Smash Bros. Because he gave up his spot for Daisy, because he loved Daisy so much. So I don't know how Rose would feel with her boyfriend giving up his spot in other games for his ex-girlfriend.
Maybe it could be like she's like pursuing him, because it's like the opposite of like Mario's always like they're always pursuing. Maybe Wario and Waluigi are the ones being pursued. It's like a love triangle thing where Waluigi wants Daisy, but Rose wants him.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
like chasing him.
That's it. We've created a whole soap opera off of Super Mario.
You know what? Nintendo, send the check.
Write that check. We'll be here forever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You can hit us up. There's an email that you can reach us at on our website, and it will show up somewhere around here.
Yeah.
Send that money. I will write.
Cash App that money, Nintendo.
I will write you the first 17 seasons of your soap right here, live.
Oh my god.
It will be better than any K-drama out there on the market now. Waluigi.
Strong promise.
I can make that promise because I watch all those K-dramas. So I know what works. I know what to put in there. I know that there needs to be a secret evil twin who has amnesia, who actually got this other person pregnant. I know these things because I saw these things.
Oh man, I've always wanted to go down because I feel like it is like a rabbit hole of like the K-drama of just because it just absorbs people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have just finished one that I've been watching for the last year and a half because they only released one episode every other month. A 30-minute episode every other month. But it was so good. I stuck with it the whole time. And I didn't wait for it to end. I actually watched it. And what's funny about it is the second to last episode aired while I was in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And this is not really a show you want to watch around family members because the princess is in love with the other princess, but the other princess was in love with the queen, but the queen wanted nothing to do with nobody. And so the one princess finally met the queen, and you're just like, are they holding hands? I waited a year and they're finally holding hands. And I was just like, I didn't want to have that outburst in front of my husband's entire family.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I had my headphones in, just like secretly watching it, just being like,
I thought you were gonna say like it got like really like R-rated or something. I didn't think, but then it's like
a lot of K-dramas don't do that.
You're like hyped they're holding hands.
I was so hyped they were holding hands because, like I said, this entire time, the queen has been like, I had my kids. I don't care about nobody. I'm going to go hide it in my palace. Forget all y'all. Peace. And like Chunk the Deuce is like, peace out. And she's been sitting up in her palace just being like, doop, doop, doop. I don't care about nobody. Because her and the king were forced to get married and forced to produce an heir, even though he's gay and she's gay. Whoa. And not so much forced, they kind of like joined forces. They were like, hey, in order for you to have your boo and for me to have my boo, let's just get this done and over with, have this kid, and then bam, we're done. And then once a month we'll meet up for our times and just compare our boos. And that's what they do. It makes me so happy. But the queen had gotten to the point where she was so sick and tired of everybody like, when are you going to have more kids? And she was like, nah, man, I'm going to go hide out in the palace. I'm good. Bye, 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 bye. And then she did. And then like this other princess was like hanging out with her daughter. It was like, oh my God, she's so beautiful. I love her. I need to see her. And then she finally got to see her and they was holding hands. And I'm like, yes.
What is this one called?
Oh my God. Hold on. Hold, please. I have the app on my phone. Please don't judge me.
Yeah. No judgment. Yeah, the one and it's not like a deep cut, it's like a really popular one right now, but that's The Extraordinary Attorney Woo.
Yes, that's so good. Okay, hold on. I've actually got it pulled up on my tablet. Let me go grab it really quick.
Okay. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna just do the waiting music. Da, 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 da. So, I was trying to do hold music while you were gone. I don't know if it went well.
So what's crazy is this was so good. I actually went and found the manga that it was based off of.
Oh,
so let me just find it real quick.
Yeah. Is this the hand holding gay royals or extraordinary attorney? Okay.
The hand holding gay Eternals. Eternals. Royals. Excuse me. Because you know at some point there's gotta be dogs barking in the background because that's how that does. Do. Yes, I read a lot.
I love the library app so much. Like I can get a hold of so many things, especially like when I'm really busy and like I need to just be able to like I don't have time to like go to a store and like go look for books and stuff. It's really nice. I love that. But then I don't even get a chance to start reading my library book until it's going to be due back in like 3 days.
So I'm going to have to send it to you later because for some reason I think my internet's not cooperating. I'm sorry. No. Like I think I'm using up all my internet doing this right here. So I'll have to send it to you later.
Okay. I was just also thinking like if people are listening and we're like, oh, that sounds good. Maybe we can like put it on the screen for them because I'm sure at least one person is like, man, I want to know about that hand holding.
In the manga, it's a lot more than hand holding. In the TV show, it's hand holding.
Okay.
But in the manga, it's a lot more than hand holding.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of for TV shows, they really they take out all the extra stuff. And that makes sense. So, guys, I will have to find it. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. I'm so sad. Okay. I will have to find it later and Jay will have to put it down below or something. And I'm going to have to try and find a picture that doesn't look crazy because I don't know why, but on the mangas, they always have like the weird picture of just like weird things happening. And then you read it and that weird stuff's not happening. So yeah.
Sometimes comics do that too. Yeah. Like where I specifically thinking I'm not going to call them out. I don't know if I should call them out, but there was specifically a series that came out last year where every single cover, I read like the first 2 of them, every single cover had two young men clearly like set up to be like romantic and like sometimes in very not like explicit, but like they're literally like cuddling on the cover. Yeah. But then you read the book and like that's not in there. Like maybe it is. I didn't finish the series, but like
wait, which series?
It was 9 Stones.
Oh, okay.
By Behemoth.
I thought you were talking about Superman, Son of Kal-El, and I'm like, they distinctly cuddle in the book.
I know that one cuddles.
Yeah. Okay, there's cuddles.
But yeah, I didn't finish 9 Stones, but the covers, if you looked at them, you would think it was a romance comic.
Yeah.
It was clearly like supernatural, like action, but also like romance. But then if the characters do have a romance, it is a somewhat slower burn than is implied on the covers.
Yeah, so that's not the ones that I like.
But yeah, definitely like you look at it and you're like, I think I know what's going to happen in here. And you open it and you're like, oh.
Yes, oh my gosh.
This is good, but not what I expected.
That is what this one is like. That you look at it and you're like, oh, that's going to be X-rated. It was not X-rated or even R-rated. So I'm so sad I can't find it though.
And did you say you had another trailer to put up?
I do. I have one more trailer. So this one is just because I love movies like this. Mm-hmm. This has no comics. This has no books. This is just a thing that I want everybody to see because I deeply love it. It's called Violent Night.
Oh. Hey, they gotta poop.
I know. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's the movie I'm most excited for this holiday season.
Yes. I that's, you know what? I don't really have like Halloween movies. I don't think that I like rewatch. I love a lot of them, but I don't rewatch a lot of them. But every year I do watch Krampus, but I watch that at Christmas time because Krampus is just so good.
I do the same thing. Nightmare Before Christmas. So what I do for Halloween is, because we have a bunch of little kids that come in the neighborhood, and then we have teenagers who come later in the evening, is I have a projector and I turn it to Night Before Christmas and it projects on my garage.
That's awesome.
And kids come and get candy. And when that's over, it usually plays Pocus Hocus. And then I will do the same thing for Christmas.
That's awesome. With Hocus Pocus?
No, with Nightmare Before Christmas. I mean, I might start doing that with Hocus Pocus, but you know.
That's great. Just throw Krampus up there and just ruin some kids.
I feel like every night of Hanukkah, I need to put on another Christmas movie. Just like, here you go. Or Lord of the Rings, or, Harry Potter.
Nice. That would be good.
There are 8 Harry Potter movies, and there are 8 nights of Hanukkah. Oh my God, how have I never thought of doing this before? I'm going to play a different Harry Potter movie on my garage every night of Hanukkah.
That's awesome.
Yes, that is. You guys are getting it first right here. I just thought of that. I'm going. Oh my God. Yeah, I have a plan.
That's going to be amazing.
People are going to be driving by and be like, what is this crazy person? Be like, me.
Yeah.
I'm that crazy person. You want some popcorn?
I'm so excited to see that Violent Night movie. This is going to be so good. Oh my goodness. Are there any, because there's like a lot of horror movies that have come out recently and are coming out. Are there any, like, what's your top one? Are there any that you've been like, I want to watch that? Because I've got 2 right now.
Oh my gosh. The newest Halloween movie, Jamie Lee Curtis. I love her. Anything she's in, I have to watch.
What is that one? I forget.
Oh my God.
Gotta look it up.
Yeah, you look it up. I can't bloody well remember for the life of me which one it is.
Halloween Ends.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes. So I'm gonna watch that for sure. And then I think Chucky has a show coming out instead of a movie on oh my goodness, what is it on? Jenna. Yes, it's called Chucky is Back. It's a Chucky TV show. Season 2 is set to premiere. Season 2 did premiere the first episode on Sci-Fi and USA. So, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I never watched any of the Chucky movies. I don't know, they just didn't, either when I was really young, I was too young for my parents to let me watch them, and then when I got older, it just never, like, appealed to me. Like, I've never been like, yeah, I want to watch that. Like, I don't know why. It's just something about, I think it's because I like big, like, I'm not like a big, like, on dolls, like scary dolls. I think that it's not that scary to me. And like what I like are like big monsters and like weird ghosts and like gross stuff. And so like
I have a confession.
What's up?
So Chucky was based off of a real doll called My Buddy. And we actually had 2 of those in my house. And when we watched that movie, both of those dolls happened to just disappear. And for like a good few years of my life, I thought, oh my God, we watched this movie. They got the idea and have like run off to kill people because I showed them this movie with me. Like, they were in the room when this movie was playing. Little kid Jenna was like, oh my God, I gave these dolls the idea to go kill people. If somebody dies because of them, it's all my fault. Come to find out, it scared my little sister so much that she put them in the basement. Which, to my surprise, when we moved out of that house, 9 or 10-year-old me, finding them underneath her toy box in the basement under the stairs gave me the biggest like jump scare, real life jump scare of my life. Because I was like 9 or 10, we're packing up, we're about to move. And these dolls that I thought had run off to kill people, I lift up the toy chest and there they are, just face up looking at me. And I dropped the toy chest and just ran outside with my dogs. And it was like, no. They came back. They came back for me.
As bad as like I don't know why. I mean, me and my mom and my grandmother all watched The Ring or like The Ring 2 together. And then like my grandmother left and then we get a phone call.
Oh my gosh.
And I was me and mom and like are both like, this was like not long at all after we just finished the movie and grandma left. But it turned out that she lived like right down the road from us and she had accidentally honked her horn when she was getting in her car and she was calling to make sure she didn't scare us. The movie that was like, if you watch this, then the ghost is going to call you and then you're going to die. Oh, and so she decided calling us on the phone after watching that movie would be less scary than Oh man,
that is great. Oh my God, that is so great.
I think that's like a thing though about like some of those movies, and it honestly something that scares me is like when they play off of like everyday things.
Yeah,
like a phone ringing, a weird doll, like it's just in your house. You can't avoid it.
Where it kind of feels like that could actually happen. Yeah, those scare the bejeebus out of me. Like, what was it? Annabelle. Do you remember Annabelle? Like there was an origin story of Annabelle where it was at this orphanage and it was, oh gosh, I don't know what it was, but I was like, if you look at my house, I actually have these things. I have the stuffed animals. I have the porcelain dolls. I have the statues. I have the like 1,000 pops where like things like the puppets from the one doll movie where all the puppets just turn to look at you. I check my pops every so often to be like, y'all ain't hiding nothing, are y'all? Like, you can tell me.
I can't imagine a pop being like haunted.
Have you seen?
They're so cute.
They are so cute, but There are some of them that are creepy. Like if you go and look at the Xenomorph 30th anniversary alien one, where it's the actual Xenomorph, they have like it looks like one, right? And then it's a see-through dome on its head with a skull behind it.
That is creepy.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, sometimes I'm like, y'all look soulless, but y'all ain't planning my death, are you?
I can imagine you just going and just like whispering that to your pops every once in a while. Like, I'm not planning my death, are you?
Like, if I die, y'all probably gonna get thrown away. You know that, right? Like, you need
I feel
me.
like all of your collectibles are very happy in your house.
I try to keep them happy.
Yeah.
Dust them, and I talk to them, and I show them happy movies so they don't get any bad ideas like I did with those Buddy dolls.
I think that's all we have time for.
Yeah, I think we've ran out of time.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
I guess real quick, the two movies I'm really wanting to see this October, if I hopefully have some time, is Barbarian.
Oh, yes.
And Smile. I know Smile looks like another one of those, like, everyone's like, yeah, it's going to be kind of cheesy. They probably show scary stuff in the trailer. I still want to see it. It's just like, I love...
Did you see what they did at the baseball game?
No.
There was a baseball game that was on national TV, and what the movie did was they actually had somebody right behind the home plate holding up a sign like, yay, go. And then halfway through, she flips the sign. It's just a smile, and it's the main actress with the like big smile they have in the trailers and on all of the posters. Mm-hmm. It was her with her big smile standing behind home plate for half of a game.
That's terrifying.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Don't spook the sports fans. Like, I'm sure there's people who love sports and horror movies, but like,
that's a line.
What they're there for.
But they did it, and it got national news. It was everywhere where they were like, look what this person did. And come to find out, that was them advertising for the movie.
Yeah, it worked.
This person went to go see a free baseball game and get paid to do it, but they had to like give creepy smile for half the game instead of cheering for their favorite players. And on that note, I think it is time for us to head out. So we want to thank everybody for joining us, and we will see you again next week. I've been the Ghost, Jena. Ooh. And that has been the Bean. All right. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.